Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. That's off the mark. 1-0. That one ripped, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
The 1-2. Came out looking.
He's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
He swings and fouls.
100.
The Halos leading by 4 here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings through it for the K.
Another
now
K.
only 1 out remaining.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And first offering is fouled off. The Guardians down to their final strike. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory,
Fine-tuning some Hey Jeremiah, take a seat. I want to talk to you about the Barn Start season. Talk to me, Skip. We're satisfied with the season. I think they're home for improvement. You pitched 5 innings this month with a 7-2, so you struggled. All right, Jeremiah, make it a great day. Love it. Dooby-dooby-doo, we were dancing, closing and catching. When I was in the zone with the third base prototype, he jumped to a 96 diamond in 2 seasons, but these other guys are struggling to get into the 90s. Jerry Jackson finally got into the 90s year 3. But it's all about that introduction.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the catcher to hit, Joe Mack. And a strike right through
100.
there. That one at triple digits. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Got him swinging.
Sweeper.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging.
Francisco
now, especially
Lindor.
with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Lindor in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And another ball. Good eye right there.
3 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Got it by him for the K.
Straight nasty.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And it's 1-1.
99.
That one missed. The Halos up big in this one. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set.
2-2. 2-2. 2 outs.
Still 2-2
All
after the
ball.
foul ball.
Welcome to the show.
James is just 1 strike away. That's off the mark. And the count is filled up. outside, and that is ball 4.
Whatever.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
1-1, 2 outs. We're up big.
At the belt and fires. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. And another ball. That one just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Hey, now we got
2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. Ball game.
Jeremiah James, number 25.
The confidence just goes
Pitcher,
to another level.
closer,
and you start
and
to
catcher
gain this
DH.
momentum, and you think that you're never going to
Was
lose
this
a game
year
again
3,
because
year
things
4?
are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling. It's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
Closing. What's the situation?
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this.
Can't wait to
Nobody
catch
out
and
in
hit
the ninth.
again.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
the count. Hey, we got no one.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that off. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one almost got him. This one lifted in the air, left field. Larnach
Nice
tracks
catch.
it down for the out.
Larnach.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to
Cross
come into the ball
challenge.
game and
What's
get
up?
the
What's
first
up?
hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little
Julio
bit.
Rodriguez,
And then
number
from there, can
44,
really
Seattle
settle in.
Mariners. Boss challenge.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out. And Chris, that's a
Hey,
way
we
to
got our
neutralize
equipment
his
pack.
speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now Gainer Diaz. Looking to get the tying run on base. Just missed.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
And a pitch. That one's in there. 2-2. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This could end it. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to
Got
first.
him.
And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player.
16
and you say, you know what, we're
saves.
good.
Perfect
We
on
may have had some
here.
tough times earlier on, but this is a good team.
5
and you start
years
to
already with
expect
LA.
this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 3. Ground ball, left side. Arcia whips it to
One down.
first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the catcher, Joe Mack. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Righty to the plate. Upstairs. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul. Next pitch inside, and the count's full. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
100.
Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
The wind of the pitch. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
The number
Get
7
out
is
your
such a
brooms,
cool
baby.
and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
First for the big team.
San Diego. All right, we got a closing opportunity with Mike Trout up. I wonder what the record is. 40-20. Well, Ethan Salas. Salas, Machado, and David Villar.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Ethan Salas. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one inside. Now 1-2.
1-2.
And there's a ball. Right-handed reliever. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Larnach hurries to get it back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Fires over to Guerrero. Now one gone in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base. The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Oh, 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swings.
Got him.
Struck him out.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
So they're down to their final out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the second game of the series. James is just one strike away. And another ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that one handled. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. James, in his fourth year, 23 years old. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. And the righty deals. That's through there for a strike.
1-2.
The 1-2. Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
One out, base is empty. And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
And that one fouled off. And now the 0-1. That one fouled off. The Padres down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, we've seen him close out so many games in his career, so nobody's surprised to see him collect this save. It's a special one, no doubt. Save number 150 is in the books.
$150 saves. Wow. Who's that girl? Equipment pack. Where are we at? We're in June already. Tommy Troy, 42 and 24. What the heck? 891.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Tommy Troy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hooks it away for the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. That's inside.
That's inside.
Swings through it, and that's
2
a
down.
strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Ketel Marte. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair
Boss
of flyouts.
challenge, Ketel Marte.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. And a foul ball,
100.
he stays alive. That misses, and the count 1-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. Larnach hurries to get it back in. The potential winning run holds at second in scoring position now.
Got a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line.
That ends the inning, so we take a break.
5-5.
Bottom of the inning, this is Corbin Carroll. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
And that one is lifted in the air. And a quick out, number 1. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That one in triple digits.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That's in there. 0-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The winning run on second base. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swings and
Take him myself, Joe Boo.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile
Cody
up.
B.
His confidence level has got.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. So 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Foul ball.
That one ripped, but foul. Winning run stands at second.
Strike 2.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
This one in the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires.
Got him.
Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
He's pumped.
All set for the bottom of the 11th. Now the D-backs catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. There's a strike.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Man at second. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to
One
first.
down.
1 up, 1 down.
Hello, everybody. Jeremiah
Tommy Troy
James, the
stands in
closer
now for the
and the catcher.
Diamondbacks. In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That's in there. Now 1-2. Liner and that got him.
Got time.
Here's the first on the run. He is safe.
Is he okay?
He beats the throw by a whisker.
Uh-oh.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Just missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, he's kind of backed himself into a corner, and I'm sure starting to feel the pressure right now. We'll see if he can bear down and get out of
Come
this.
on.
Marte up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And that's in the dirt.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one misses. And that's ball 3. And there's the automatic. The pitch. And there's the strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1.
Cuts and misses. It's a
Keep
strikeout.
down.
Certainly a strikeout.
Take that.
New pitcher in the game
They
for the
took me
Angels.
out. And we lost. So I'll get the loss.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our
What
entire
a
outstanding
game.
crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
2 2/3, 2 hits, 4 Ks, 1 walk. Still hasn't given up a run. Just hope they catch him and put him at DH or give me some at bats. It's 4th season.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks. 6 runs on 14 hits. 1 out. They have 14 runners on base. For the Angels, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base.
He's such a power
Welcome
pitcher.
in, John
Throws
Shambi,
101,
Chris
102
Singleton.
miles an
Late
hour. You just
stages
can't
of
hit
this
it.
one, Nobody out in the 9th.
1 loss. Hello,
So back to the
welcome.
top of the Arizona lineup. Here's Ketel Marte. That clips the inside corner for a strike. James goes 6 feet 5 inches, 245 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
He got that fastball.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
In the air, right field, under it. Drops into the glove.
One down. Let's get a double play and get out of here.
He's 2 outs away. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In the air, out towards right center. He makes the grab.
2 down.
So it's their last chance in this one. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Boss challenge versus Brandon Marsh.
That one's in there. And that is strike one. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. The D-backs down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him.
How about them apples?
And that is the ball game.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those angels rolling. Right. 38% strikeout rate. Wow. He has some blown. He's blown 3 saves this year.
Our final run score tonight. First over victorious Angels. 6 runs on 14.
I want to catch. I want to catch. 4 boss challenges already. Successfully. New glove. Oh. What the heck? Weird. Oh, there's got to be more than just control, brake, fielding, velocity. Weird. Oh, how good did he get? 77? That's it? Weird. Well, let's get back to the schedule. I want to see if they make the playoffs. We're already in June. Thanks for hanging around. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me a note. Joe Ryan. This is a save situation. 86, 87. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We have the best pitching in the league. First in home runs allowed, first in strikeouts, second in the ERA, and second in runs allowed. We've scored 60 more runs than we've allowed. We're going to be in the playoffs. Playoffs? Terrible playoffs. What terrible playoffs for? We got Gunnar Henderson in San Francisco. What? Ever faced him? 2 hits. No, Blake Sable. Heart of the order.
Now, with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. 9th inning here with 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. Now this is in the air down the line. Could be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. 1 run across. Flores rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's now a 2-run game. 1 out, runner at second. And up next for the Giants, O'Neill Cruz. First pitch just misses.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Now only 1 out remaining.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Last challenge. Marco Luciano versus Jeremiah James.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
The tying run at the plate. That's through there for a strike.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And another ball. James is just 1 strike away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. 9-8 now. And now the winning run is on base. So digging in, Blake Sable. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Now he steps off and looks it back to second. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels slug their way to a win in this one.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Garcia, Kerry Carpenter, Luis Garcia, Stories, Trout.
First one of Victoria Department. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors, a
I can't believe how warm it is. Holy Moses. Hello, hello, hello. Up next, Brew Crew. Oh, he's a two-way player, but he isn't really getting the at-bats anymore since he's an all-star closer. But here we go. We're up 3, nobody on. 86. I must have accidentally sold some of those perks. Oh well. I got Trout, Correa, Garcia. I don't know about this team. Let's get out of here and take off all your clothes. Kirilloff, Churio, Brew Crew. 3 outs. Yanni, 7, 8, 9. There's no runners on.
Now welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the 9th. Up now for Milwaukee, Yanni Hernandez. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that's in for a strike.
3 out of first.
On the ground.
Easy play.
Correa. Throws to first.
1 down.
And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Now it's the right fielder.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Good idea.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Got him swinging.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Brew, get back on track. His team needs him.
Barstead in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one almost got him. And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss.
1 more strike.
James is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
And that's how you do that. Another equipment pack. $22 for $25. That's 88%. Not bad.
Our final run score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 5 runs on 9 hits.
Closing pitcher.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the 9th. Now the left fielder, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swings.
101. That's like light speed.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
And a swing and a miss there.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. We'll have to regroup here.
That one not close. Going to count 1 and 2. Looking to get the tying run on base. And another ball. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Trout is there.
2 down.
Makes the grab. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Here's the third baseman, number 21. That's a strike. 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never had a chance.
James is just 1 strike away. On the ground, and this should do it.
C4. Bingo.
For the first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-1 ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great.
38%
But when you go on the road in the next
5-year
series,
career.
going into some hostile
5 years,
territory,
he's
you
gonna
want
be
to have a lot of
23.
confidence, and you want to be.
At least that's a lot. Just keep trucking along here. Jeremiah James. Another strikeout. No hit, no walk. Lowers the whip. We got equipment back. Some new BGs. There he jumped up. I knew I had something wrong. With the... Oh, how did it just all get screwed up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just in case he does hit, ever gets to be a catcher, I want to have the best bat I use. There it is. The Freedom Swing, the Patriot. Let's get Griffey Metal. Under Armour Ice Cream. Okay. What's he at now? 82. That was a good jump. A lot of boss challenges when you're a closer. It's kind of cool. I just want to know if you'll be ever playing offense again. I haven't really said much. Quickie in LA. Work that change up. Looks like we got a safe situation in LA. Welcome. Welcome. Best pitching in the game. Our offense is pretty good. It should be a fun run. This is the Dodgers here. And then they're better offensive than defense. 59 run differential to a 32. Who's coming up? Altman. He strikes out a lot. 2, 3, 4. Wonderful.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Okay.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. That one at triple digits.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
0-2. See if he free swings.
Kicks and fires. Goes down looking.
Nope. Kate looking. Sit down,
Well, the
James.
first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
James, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Missed with a changeup, and a count 1-2.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
And a 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, you know, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings and misses. It's
That's
a
all.
strikeout.
Shohei
Just one out remaining
Ohtani.
for the Dodgers.
Sit down.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to
don't
choke up
short
on the
me
bat,
now,
spread
Blue.
out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
All ball.
And
Welcome
he's got
to the
deception in his
channel.
delivery, and it's not that he's trying to
Doing an
deceive
array of
hitters. He just has
sports
this
and getting into
natural
different
flow.
games.
It makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on
Upgrading
them a little
equipment.
bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Fights that one
Ooh,
away. Still 1-2.
101.
2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Got him.
Got
And
him.
that'll do it.
That'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
that's
this was a
number
total team
24.
effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit, 'cause this is not
39%
easy to do. We'll
strikeout
see
rate.
how it affects them over the next couple of
3
days.
Ks in that inning. Guys, can't touch it. You can't touch this. Number 24. 3 Ks. Oh, had 16 pitches. Wow. Let's go. I just want to see if I get to be an all-star again. Stamina, clutch. May the 4th be with you. Training. Nope. Another save situation. First, second. Offense needs to pick it up a little bit for the LA Angels. Or Nellis. 6, 7, 8. Muncy got a hit off me. That's about it. Royce Lewis is in Oakland? What? Sounds like something Minnesota would do.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Well, 1-run game, and now the DH, Jonathan Ornelas. First pitch just misses.
Wow. 2 out of the saves lead.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Strike 2.
Foul.
Sweeper.
1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it
Hanging.
again. And that's outside.
Wow.
And the count is even, 2-2. And another ball.
That's a really good take.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss.
Slurve. Jonathan Ornelas.
Well, the first batter, it's
Good luck.
always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And a good eye there. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Hit hard. That gets through.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And that one is in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Blow it away, Ricky.
And a 1-2. Bows it back with 2
Slappy.
strikes.
For
Come on,
whatever
Slappy.
reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
That one misses. Now 2-2.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't
No
get
three,
high enough until
no.
there's a runner or 2 on base.
One
One of the
down.
hardest things to do in
First
the
and
game, to
second.
stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
DeRazio, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. 1 out. The tying and go-ahead runs are on here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And another ball. Floyd Sousa getting on deck circle. Swings and misses.
2
to
down.
him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right
Come
now,
on,
it's clearly
Boog.
a struggle for him, and we're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get.
And a ground
And that's
ball
how you do
first.
that.
Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. 25 matches the jersey number. 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 Ks. How many saves did he get this month? Wow.
Our final runs for tonight.
10 saves, 25 in the season.
4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base.
Please return to the clubhouse.
11 hits, no errors. They left.
Hey, San Diego. Thanks for stopping by. We got a nice little crowd in here tonight. Equipment pack. Give me some diamond gear. Oh, yes. There we go. Silver glove. Oh, wow. Get back to the business. La-di-da-di-da.
Welcome
The
in,
load
John
times
Shelby,
are
Chris Singleton.
insane.
Late stages of this one, nobody
Don't
out in
forget
the
to
ninth.
share it out, like, comment, subscribe. We're going till we see if we get the playoffs. Always warm up with one pitch to get the feel for the meter, because the meters change in different parts, I swear to God. But when I loaded up 22 and 23 the other day, it just seemed easier, so it's more complicated. I'm sure 24 and 25 are very similar.
Jace Young, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Right through there for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a
Play
pretty
ball,
good runner.
Lazar,
That's
Lazar.
impressive.
Yeah, buddy.
Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Come on, calm down.
Righty delivers. And right back to the mound.
And that's how you do that.
1 up, 1 down.
Up next is the Tigers.
So digging in, Thomas Hardy. Gets the outside corner with that
Strike one.
James, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams
Strike
to string
two.
stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
99.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have
You
the
guys
control
ready to
command
see
that
some
day,
hitting?
you can pretty much forget about it.
Goes down swinging for the
I think I'm going to
strikeout.
switch the
Just one out
broadcast
remaining for the
to
Tigers.
Jerry
He was able to
Jackson
execute the perfect pitch for that situation.
after
Had been
this month.
pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive.
101.
Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you can
Ground
Rolled
ball.
over to third.
And hold.
Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
5 straight,
in a row,
boys. We got
the
Joe Ryan.
confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling. It's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long
Hey,
as
yo,
you possibly
Lazar,
can.
what up?
Perhaps push it up to double digits.
So we're going to be almost in July. Kind of ready to start batting now. If they don't get me bat the next month, I'm going to go to... What's your favorite game, Lazar? I kind of got 4 big games going right now. Another chance at maybe a diamond? Yes. Okay, which one do we want? This one. Dirt Rally? I got that one, I think. This is it. But ladies and gentlemen, we just acquired a new glove out of Easton. So we're going to make some changes. Load up the pitch. We'll see how much that changes things. So that's Bregman's glove. Wow. And this is a pitch. Do, 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 do. So, there's a big dog. I think it was a haircut. And then catcher. So... Okay. Oh, there's the 2 setups. 82 and an 88 in a matter of months. This is 4th year. It goes a lot faster if all he does is close. It's like 3 games a month. He can get through a season pretty quick. That's my point. 26 saves out of 29. I think when you're a closer, you gotta have a mentality for each situation. You You know your objective is to get 3 outs. So I think you go 105% for 3 outs. You can do that as a closer. And you just try and strike batters out unless you got to throw them a strike. Dirt Rally. Download it. Zach Geloff slap hitter. 2, 3, 4.
Welcome in.
This will be fun. Hang on.
Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the ninth. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Zach Geloff. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
So am I.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Strikeout. Sit down. Slurve.
Kicks and fires. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Where's the
Well,
wolf?
that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And
Royce
what
Lewis
happens
can
is because of the
smash.
pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1 down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And he walked him.
Oh, my. There you go. Whatever.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first.
Ryan Noda
and then if you
can
want
be
to be frustrated,
dangerous.
take it out in the dugout.
Kicks and deals. Inside corner
Nice
for a
pitch.
strike, and 1-1.
Right
And
to
there's a foul ball.
You can see he was trying to stay
Look
back
and see
long
if
enough
he's
to handle the
stealing.
off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on
No.
the fastball.
Swings through it for the K.
K.
And they're down to their last out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
There's a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The Halos up big in this one. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Oh, he doesn't get the call.
What in the
and
world?
now 3-0. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Okay.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Number 82 stands in here, takes ball 1 low. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge.
I don't know if I like the finesse
Inside.
screwball pitchers. I'd rather throw heat.
That one at triple digits.
Play around and try and get a
James is just
strikeout.
1 strike away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. And that one is lifted in the
that's
air.
the end of the game.
Trout is there. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Wow, that's a little stressful, actually. I didn't get a save. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. Wow. I think I got 2 more games of the double bonus. Oh my gosh, what time is it? Some more diamonds. No. New glove. Let's just go. Next game. So I'm going to play till the All-Star game and switch to... You'll have to come back and see. Go for an hour and a half. Take a little 2-second break. Jeremiah James. 23 hits allowed. 52 Ks and 26. Oh my gosh. That's All-Star. So I want to see if I get to be an All-Star for 2 years in a row. He's on track for over 50 saves.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton.
And this team's got, they got
one,
Trout.
out in the
He gave me his number. I blew 3 of them. That's the difference. Nobody's on. He's ready.
So digging in, Nick Allen. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul.
Dirt rally.
Here comes the 0-1.
Come on, Blue. 3 out of the lead. Garrett Crochet out.
A big swing and
100 degrees. No, 100 miles an hour.
Hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
See ya. Oh, Nibbler. Hi, Nick.
The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And that's another carry.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer.
Hey, hello.
You get that punch
Welcome.
out, you get settled in.
Jeremiah
you feel like
James
you're in command
pitching
out there on the mound from the jump. And
for
kind of
year
prevents any
4
doubt from
as a
creeping into your
closer
mind or the
catcher,
fielders that are
but he
playing
doesn't
behind
catch
you
very
that,
often.
you're going to wrap this thing up.
Crow Armstrong in the box with
Pete
one
Crow.
away as he takes ball 1. The Halos leading by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
They're at Adam.
Hard hit in the line.
Adam balls.
Clase pulls it down. And
2
there's
down.
2 gone.
Nice. Class A. Get him out of there.
Next is the designated hitter, Evan Sherry. And that drops in for a
Float
strike.
one in there. Sting like a bee.
And that skips in the dirt. Wouldn't chase that time.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Evan Sheary, who the hell is that?
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Of course.
Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
All right, good.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job of driving that pitch
Bush,
the other way on a
Beer.
line. You know, hitters,
Remember Bush Light, guys?
in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
Go over to Rosen
And now a
Express and
chance to
have
maybe
a
get creative
Bush
on offense with good speed
Beer.
on first.
The tying run at the plate.
Oh, look out.
Swing and a line
Holy
drive, base
smokes.
hit out of the center field.
I'm going to stick my
Rose
head
stops
off.
the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch
That
your lips.
was close.
Raiders in the
Dang.
box now. Take strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. The Cubs down to their final strike.
1 ball.
In the dirt.
Going.
Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. And the runners will move up.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit. Then that wild pitch.
Ball, 2
Good time to step off,
strikes.
take a deep breath.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike
So
hitter
here
right
I was
here.
always,
The
as a
strikeout
catcher,
is
I
not
look at his
automatic.
stance, and he's got open stance. You want to go up and
So
in,
the tying run
out.
at second.
Make him come across
This is
the
a guy they
plate.
turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
That's an out.
Headed towards the corner. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take game 1 of the series on the road.
After 4
Save.
wins in a row, you start to think
Number
a little bit that you're
27.
on a roll, and
We're on
that's
a
the
roll.
momentum that just takes on a life of its own.
Speaking
Players start
of
hitting
roll.
up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling.
Diet
and you wanna
Pepsi,
extend it.
Diet Coke, no caffeine. That's my go-to right now. It's been such a journey. I don't know why things on the tech side seem slower, but I don't know if anybody else noticed that.
8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 runners on base.
Closing pitcher.
6
Don't
runs
know
on
the
14
first one.
hits, no errors. They left 10 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes.
Just hanging around. Guys,
Welcome
hang
in, John
around.
Sciambi, Chris Singleton.
Check
Late
stuff and come
stages of this
back
one,
because
nobody out in
I'm
the
taking
ninth.
this guy to the playoffs. It won't be long. Dansby Swanson.
Dansby
Uh-oh.
Swanson stands in.
Oh, Dansby.
That's a strike. It's 0-1.
2 saves away from the lead. Let's go.
Line drive. And a base hit right there. And that puts the tying run on base.
Oh, damn Dansby. He's a good player, too.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so can every
They're
hitting
trying to
coach in the
take me
league.
out,
Just
I
a
swear.
nice
Boss
line drive
challenge.
in the center field.
Matt Theis comes up to hit here.
Boss challenge,
This
Matt
is a guy who is
Tice.
very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Oh
And
my
that one
God.
goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here. You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets
Come
by
on,
him,
Boo.
you're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope
2-2.
that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Canario in the box lays off for ball one. Next offering upstairs. A one-run lead here in the second game of the series.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
James is just one strike away.
Oh.
Just missing there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In there. Got him looking for the K. And that ends the ball game.
Did you guys see that?
Run left stranded at second.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes
Jeremiah is
to another
having
level,
fun
and
at
you start to gain
baseball.
this
Isn't that
momentum,
great?
And you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays.
What's our
defensively.
record?
This is the kind of feeling.
59 and 29?
Long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly
We're going
can.
to the show.
Perhaps push it up to double digits.
New equipment pack. Wow, it's fun when you get them every game. As long as you're getting something. I'm gonna go do a little changing quick on the appearance equipment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. What's his swinging motion again? George Brett. I like that one. 87. He really growing up on me. Thanks for being here. Cheer up, Buttercup. Alright, there's Big Dog, Vladimir Guerrero, and I'm in the back right corner. Talking to Psych pitcher. Joe Ryan, they usually pitch that day. No, we lost again. What the hell's going on? Lost again. Win. This isn't even a save situations. Now, Alberto Rodriguez. He's 9-1-2. Can't remember the rule. If you start pitching the save would be comes into effect when runners get in certain bases, but do you
Welcome
the
in,
save
John
then?
Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Alberto Rodriguez.
It's fast.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Don't stay on the heater when they're like that. 101.
Left-hand hitter waits. Got him swinging.
Oh,
Usually you're gonna see that
Alberto.
inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a
Francisco
well-thrown
Lindor.
pitch. Tough to do anything with
That's
that
my
in terms of getting
cleats.
the
He's
hands
got the
through
same
and the
cleats
sweet
I
spot
got,
of the bat
but
to
mine
the
are
baseball.
designed by me.
And
Ball
first
ball.
offering is fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's in the dirt. The Angels leading by 4 here at the top of the ninth. On the ground to short.
2 down.
Correa over to first. Lindor
Rolling,
retired.
rolling. Keep rolling. C4.
So last chance for the Mariners. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take the series opener here at home.
Another equipment pack. No save. Just keep rolling my whip and my ERA. Still haven't given up a run yet? Really? No, that's not right. Welcome to the show. New increase on the home run. In the skies, in the sky vibrate. What the heck? Thursday. Slow internet. Oakley's, Adidas, or Franklin? We didn't need them. What's this all about? I'll go Nike. Oh, he's ready now. What's that ranking? 87. Whew, he's going fast. I'm sick of hearing great job today. You listen for it, it's like, oh, great job today. Save it quick and get back out there. Deep breath in for 4. Deep breath in for 4. Calm. Say the word calm. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Did I get in the All-Star game?
Welcome back. You're watching MLB Network
Oh,
from Studio
hang in
21
here.
with Carlos Pena.
I'll be quiet.
I'm Robert Flores. Major League Baseball All-Star Game is here. Carlos, you were an All-Star during your career. What does it mean, especially for the first-time All-Star?
Well, it's a huge honor, Robert. I mean, I remember in 2009 just feeling this overwhelming gratitude because, I mean, you dreamt about getting to the big leagues, right? That was a huge goal of mine. I accomplished that, but now you're an All-Star, which means you're the best of the best at the highest level. So it just meant the world to me, and you will be forever, well, I can say, forever labeled an All-Star.
Well, congratulations to all the All-Stars, especially the first-timers. Enjoy the Midsummer Classic.
late July. Two zero, bottom of 9, 2 outs. Trout, Larnick, C4, Vlad Guerrero. This team is Gabe Moreno, Cam Ruiz, Zach Geloff slaps hits all the dang time. Him and Clark Elliott. Not today though. 28 saves out of 31 attempts. 26 hits and 36
Welcome
innings.
if you just
That's
joined us,
just
John Shambi and Chris
all-star
Singleton,
numbers.
as we've got 2 away in the ninth. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Clark Elliott. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
Three-way. 28 saves. This will be 29.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Hello, everybody. You guys ever heard of Johnny Cash? I love 1-out saves.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. They left 9.
Please return to the clubhouse. Wow. Our game mark. Save situation. Nobody out. Coming in fresh. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. For I know everybody. Joe Mack. Where you at, Joe Mack? Got the A team out there today. It's 8-9-1. Catcher. Then Lindor. You gotta get
Welcome in,
guys
John Shambi, Chris
early.
Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the ninth. Well, 1-run game. Here's the catcher, Joe Mack. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. High fly ball lifted into near right field. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And that one a little bit high.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Let's go, Jer.
The 1-1. Fought off foul.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
One hundo. Big Benjamin.
This one
Oh,
drilled deep
no.
right back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He powers that one out of here. His 11th of the year, and we're starting over. It's 4-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. This one in the air right field.
2 down.
On the move towards the line. Grabs it on the run.
The 9-hole
And
hitter
there's 2 away.
hits a homer.
Maybe caught that one off
Bull
the end just a
crap.
little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Bounding ball
Feeding
here.
some
Rolls
junk.
foul. Trying to send this to extra innings. That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball.
2-1.
And here it comes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Hey, 2 away now.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him swinging.
Swinging
That's the 3rd
K.
out, and we'll play
Who hit
extra
that
innings
home
in this
run?
one.
God
A big
bless
turn of
America.
events here in the 9th as we are bottom of the inning, and
All right.
now Julio Rodriguez right down to shoot, and that is strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the
There you go,
And that one
Julio.
almost got him.
straighten him up a little bit.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
That was straight queso right there.
On the ground.
One.
Ruiz
Get one.
to first.
Nice
Rodriguez
play.
out of the play.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out
That's
of a pitcher's
J-Rod.
hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an
Pinch runner.
infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Next to hit, Derek Schroff. High fly ball, shallow right field. And there's 2 down.
Another equipment pack. We're rolling tonight.
Here's the left fielder, Dominic
Rolling,
Canzone.
rolling, rolling.
And that one's a little bit
Blue.
low.
Come on,
and that's
Blue.
ball 1. Winning run stands at second. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. And it's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
99
No, it's not.
miles
Make it
per hour
3
to finish it
strikes.
off.
Better give me a dub.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Thrilled. Definitely. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm just going to keep going. What?
And we're back.
Oh,
We're at extras
slave.
here. Now it's the DH.
Save.
Drew Jones. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air, right side. Moniak settles under it. Squeezes it. 1 down.
Okay, 1 out. Let's get out of here.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Alberto Rodriguez. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Bounce to the right side.
2 down.
Fires over to Guerrero. Now only 1 out remaining.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And the righty deals. Late swing, foul to the left.
How about another kick?
2 outs and a runner at third here in extra innings. That's down and in.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Right down the middle. I don't like that.
The Mariners down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that
It's
is
that
a ball game.
Mariano Rivera cutter. You
No,
just
the goal
can't
when
touch
you
it.
go on the road
You
is
don't know
to
where it's
at
going.
least play
Look
500
at those
ball.
cleats.
They've
Those
been
are
winning series. They
pimping.
win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take the...
So, 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. Or 3 strikeouts in 3 innings. 1 hit, 1 home. It's a home run. So you get a blown save, and then you get the win? I don't know. Velocity went up. Mr. 25. He's alive. Live MLB The Show featuring closer Jeremiah James, number 25. Let's go. Everybody take a drink. Life will get better. Got them all. Alright, let's get playing. Way up. 2-1-2. Save situation. 87. By the end of this year, he should be a 90. And also, tips for this game is you can take the minimum every time, and it's a guarantee, but when you start doing the trainings yourself, you get gold. And you get, like, attributes went up big time. I had to discover that on my own. What do we got here? They got 14 hits, so they're free swinging today.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Royce Lewis. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The pitch. And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing, still in, that's a strikeout.
KKKK, Royce
Well, that right there is what you want to
Lewis,
see
sit
out of your
down.
closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
James, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now
stuck
with
the
1
bat
away.
out. Jackass.
Now it's the right fielder, Clark Elliott. There's the strike.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Here's the swing and a miss.
Got so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up. Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Number 82 in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball.
0-2. Strike him out.
Two down here.
One strike away.
Pagan.
2 outs. Right through there. Got him. That's
another equipment pack.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts
3-0.
another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
3-0.
Victorious Angels, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 14 runners on base. For the Athletics, 5 runs, 15 hits. No errors. They left 19 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
.30 saves again. Any other Minnesota people in here? That's where I'm at. Minnesota. Ready to closing pitcher. I think his catching days are over.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
39% strikeout rate.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the third baseman, Darell Hernaiz. And there's
everybody
the strike.
Put your earbuds on. Close your eyes.
Nobody out here. Nobody.
Listen to the thunder.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss. And it count 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first
them
out here
apples?
in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Gelof in the box now. Take strike
This
one.
guy. Can be careful.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Stays alive.
Staying alive.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Ripped to short. Correa over to first.
2 down.
And that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Noda stands in now and watches strike one. Ripped to third.
That's the ball game, folks.
Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Cruising. Wasn't pitcher.
For the Athletics, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 runners on base.
That Cutter, that's the best pitch in
Welcome
baseball.
John Shelby, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out
42
in the ninth.
games. Pitched 1-1 record, 31 to 35. Not good enough.
Now it's the DH, Jonathan Ornelas. That one's in there. That's strike one. James, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Mm-hmm.
Right-handed reliever. Foul ball, still 0-2. The pitch. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Kicks and deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Hauls it in for the out.
Tough that back at Ornelas.
He's 2 outs away.
Who's the other
Taking in
Muncy?
for Oakland, Max Muncy. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have a chance.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the finale of this 4-game set. Fly ball down the line, drifts towards it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And takes low for ball 1.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And another ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Berkey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels win the series as they take 3 out of 4 on the weekend.
Another series, 1-32.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammate.
We're going to the playoffs. I know that much, barring injury. That'll be the next thing. Get hurt. Miss out on everything. I don't remember this being so slow. What did we get in the pack? Should be training time now. Okay, up next, Colorado. Training, yep. We're into August already. Fastball velocity. Uh-oh. We're going into August. Let's chat about your performance as we run through the dog days of summer. Let's do it. We're really happy with your overall performance this season. You've pitched 10.1 with a .87 ERA. John Pastor, fantastic job keeping runs off the board. In that time you got 14 strikeouts, so keep dominating batters with those Ks. Overall, we are very happy. That's great to hear, isn't it? You're a really important part of this team, and we're counting on your strong play to continue. I won't let you down. Alright, Jeremiah, keep up the hard work. Looks kinda happy. That's my old hairstyle. Alright. This is a closing situation.